We see the celebrity, the glitz, the wealth, and the glamour when we gaze at our favorite K-dramas. They seem to lead perfect lives that are praised and devoted to the outer world. But beyond the glossy smiles and bright screens lies a tougher reality. The demands of the entertainment industry are causing these superstars to suffer significantly, and this is having an unspoken detrimental effect on their mental health. K-dramatic actors are not always simple to deal with. Today, we'll take a closer look at the secret world of these celebrities' mental health issues, which have been quietly growing for years behind the scenes. Stay tuned until the very end as we expose the reality of the detrimental expectations placed on these artists and the resulting harm to their well-being. In South Korea, talking about mental health is still frowned upon, even though the rest of the world has made significant strides in acknowledging the importance of mental health. The entertainment industry in South Korea continues to deny it. Performers in K-dramas under pressure to meet an impossible standard of perfection that extends beyond only delivering flawless performances. Celebrities are expected to possess an almost superhuman level of elegance and self-control, both on and off-screen. Even the smallest mistake can result in a significant negative response because their public personas are extensions of their roles. It is not the same as Hollywood, where actors sometimes embrace their flaws or act rebelliously. In South Korea, there is a very clear expectation that you must be perfect. And when these performers fail to meet those expectations, the public and media criticize them. The intense, continuous pressure has a negative impact on their mental health. The obsession with perfection in South Korean culture is reflected in how K-drama actors are treated. In addition to adoring these superstars, fans also view them as role models. This also holds true for how they look. Performers in K-dramas are expected to satisfy exceedingly high standards of attractiveness, which often require extensive dieting and even plastic surgery. Because of the tremendous obsession with maintaining a young, polished image, several agencies have clauses in their contracts that require actors to maintain a certain weight. If they gain even a few kilograms, they are pressured to remove it quickly through crash diets or intense exercise. A single negative picture could spark online arguments about whether an actor has let themselves go. The constant examination of their appearance is just the beginning of the toxic environment they are forced to live in. No matter how they look, K-drama actors are expected to work tirelessly and without complaint. Because of the infamously rigorous production schedules in the industry, actors usually have to work up to 16-hour days with minimal downtime. In contrast to Western productions, where actors have months to prepare for a role, many K-drama actors are cast at the last minute, often receiving scripts just hours before filming. Despite having little time to prepare, they are expected to perform flawlessly and without hesitation. Additionally, if they don't, they risk being labeled unprofessional. This relentless pace pushes actors to the limit, both physically and emotionally, and it discourages them from speaking up. If they do, they run the danger of damaging their career. It's not unexpected that many K-dramas actors have mental health problems because this is the reality of the job. The K-drama industry has a hard work schedule, with many performers working 16 to 20 hours a day on set. This is not a single incidence. Rather, it is a typical component of the work. On rare occasions, actors have put in over 60 hours in a straight. Some have even fainted from exhaustion. Despite the physical toll it takes, they are supposed to put up with this without complaining. Some performers even require IV infusions to continue. They treat their bodies like machines rather than like people. Additionally, they can't discuss their struggles because doing so would jeopardize their careers. The vicious cycle that actors go through saps their mental stamina and leaves them feeling hopeless. In addition to their rigorous work schedules, K-drama actors' agencies severely supervise their lifestyles. Every element of their personal lives is scrutinized, including their social media activities, dating patterns, weight, and food. Younger celebrities see being seen in a relationship as a threat to their perfect image. If they are found to be dating, their careers could be immediately destroyed. Take the example of Kim Jung-hyun and Seo Ye-ji, two performers whose highly publicized romance provoked harsh criticism. Their career might be destroyed by a single, offensive social media post or comment. South Korea's cancel culture is cruel. They can be destroyed by the smallest mistake, real or imagined. Some actors have even been threatened with death as a result of casting errors, while others have decided to completely cease using social media for fear of public backlash. Their constant fear of being watched and criticized has a negative impact on their mental health. Some K-drama actors, however, cannot withstand the pressure, and in the worst cases, they die. The fatalities of well-known individuals such as Song Yoo-jung, Gu Hara, and Sully have exposed the toxic environment in the industry. These events sparked conversations about cyberbullying and South Korea's mental health issues, despite the fact that not much has been done to address the root causes of the problem. In spite of the outpouring of grief, the industry continues to push its skills to the utmost. The majority of the system still exists, and discussing mental health is still taboo. K-drama actors are actually required to put their work before their personal lives. If they can't, they get fired. Although it is still in its early stages, the conversation about mental health has begun to shift over the past few years. As more and more South Korean celebrities share their struggles, fans are beginning to take notice. Park So-dam, who appeared in the Oscar-winning film Parasite, talked about her challenges with illness and fatigue, while Suga of BTS has been open about his battles with anxiety and despair. When superstars speak up, fans from all over the world flood social media with encouraging words, serving as a counterpoint to South Korea's culture of severe scrutiny. Some entertainment firms, like as JYP and SM Entertainment, have started to provide mental health facilities to their artists, and more stars are being allowed to take breaks for their health. The change is sluggish, though, and the business hasn't gone far enough in prioritizing the mental health of its stars. For every organization that offers support, there are countless organizations that prioritize profit over the well-being of its employees. The contracts remain strict, the schedule's brutal, and online hostility still thrives. Since Sully's tragic death, petitions for tougher laws against cyberbullying in South Korea have been launched, but little has been done to address the problem's underlying causes. The industry's toxic culture still persists despite demands from international fans for better working conditions and longer breaks for actors. In the end, actors are not merely imaginary characters on screen. They are real people with real issues. They should be given the respect and care necessary to maintain their physical and mental health. Given the challenges they face, it's important to remember that K-drama actors are more than just entertainment stars. Because they are human, they ought to be treated with care, understanding, and compassion. The K-drama industry needs to acknowledge the severity of its mental health crisis and enact meaningful changes. If we want to continue valuing these performers' talent and hard work, we need to ensure they have the support they need to thrive on and off screen. In the next video, we'll look at how K-drama actors manage to thrive in the industry despite these challenges, as well as the positive changes that are slowly beginning to take place. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this important subject. Let's continue the conversation and show our support for these entertainers that never stop entertaining and delighting us. Together, we can make a difference.